Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On today's episode, we are going to talk about drum rolls. Okay, so we are going to settle this fight once and for all. And I'm asking our guest his perspective on this. Sending children to boarding school, what is his take on that? Would he, as a parent, prefer the child to go to school from home, or would he prefer the child to be in boarding school? And why did will he rather prefer which against the other? So I will let him tell us.
Okay. Um, the choice is made based on experience. Some of us who happens to have been in boarding school at the same time, completed our secondary school in day school, are in a better position to advise. One has advantage. Each one have advantage and disadvantages. My own view, I think every child needs to have this experience, the experience of boarding school and also the experience of day school. Like in my own case, I attended a seminary in my JS1. I started my secondary school in a seminary where everybody lives in the school, both the principal to the least person in the school, to even the least worker lives in the school. So what it does to a child is to instill discipline, and you become independent minded on time. It teaches you how to take decisions on your own without relying solely on your parents or anybody. You also, train you on how you can be more coordinated in life, how you can arrange, coordinate your daily activities. Because in dormitory or in what they call boarding school, they have a timetable. Your activities from the time you wake up, in fact, there is a time for you to wake up, which you must wake up, or you receive a can. Till the last time you will also go back to is regulated. So you must learn how to coordinate yourself and make use of your time. So each time given to you, you must know how to make use of it and maximize it. So that is what boarding school teaches you. And you also learn how to live with people from different backgrounds. It exposes you to a lot of people, from different backgrounds on time. You make friends, you build contacts on time, because these are people you are spending the whole of your day. In fact, you're 24 hours with. You also learn how to socialize and interact with, people on time. So these are advantages of living in boarding school or sending your word to a boarding school. The disadvantages are also much, you know. I've not been able to place it to tell you, okay, these disadvantages are higher than the advantages. The disadvantage, like my experience, if I'm to draw from my experience, is that you also be exposed to all kinds of uh, bad behavior. Like in my own case, as early as when I was in JS1, that was the first time I had, even when it has not become popular, what they call homosexuals. I I could never have imagined that a man can sleep with his fellow, you know, male. You can have a man as your partner, and it's a way of life of some people. Until I was being almost abused by one of our seniors who happens to be a homosexual, except that I raised an alarm. And thank God that I had an elder brother who was in school, who everybody respected at that time in school. So that was how I was able to, cut myself off from the young man because I threatened that I will report him immediately if he continues to disturb me. So there are so many cases, and that is where children are being introduced to that lifestyle. That is where you can, you send their work because you are not there to supervise them. They can easily be influenced. Most of them, at that age, have not even started meeting girls. So they can easily convince or influence them or lure them into that lifestyle. These are the disadvantages. Another disadvantage is that you also, when you are there is need for your parents to come and actually come for your help, like you become sick sometimes. By the time you even see somebody to complain to, that will now draw the attention of the school authority. Maybe by that time it has become late. So you don't have somebody that will supervise you to understand what you are passing through at every given time. You are almost like an independent person. You carry a cross at early stage. That is one of the disadvantages. I think I will prefer looking at the two now, having experienced the boarding school and the day school. I prefer my child to go to day school where I'll be able to see him on a daily basis and know his performance, know the type of friends that he sees, also be able to assess him to know whether he has drifted from the path which I have built for him. So in that way, I'll be able to know, yes, I can hold him responsible or accountable for whatever thing he's doing on a daily basis. Not a situation where I will not see him from time to time, maybe in 3 months or 1 month I've not seen him. I think day school, the advantages of day school still outweighs, considering the disadvantages of boarding school. The advantages of day school outweighs the advantages of the boarding school. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I was actually coming to that. I wanted to ask you the question personally, that what would you personally want for your son or your daughter? But since you already answered it, I think I align with that. Personally, I wouldn't want my child to go to a boarding school. Maybe when they get to university, they can now, at least then I know they are adults or almost adult, because these days some of them get into university at the age of 16, 17. But at least then you can have a level of confidence that, okay, this child can make some right decisions without anyone watching